delusional can hurt you in a relationship. All right, this is for the guys. I know, like, Coach, why you want to be so negative? Why you telling us, like, bro, why can't we just be happy? I want you to be happy, bro. I want you to be happy, but I want you to be very, 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 very conscious about the decisions that you make in certain aspects. Guys, there's a fairy tale of these things that we were taught growing up when we were watching these movies. And the biggest thing is love. You know, if I just pour my heart out and I do all these perfect things and write these letters and give her these gifts and pour my heart out to this girl, then I'm going to have the best life. I'm going to enjoy my life so much. It's going to be the best thing ever. Man, she's going to love me for who I am. And I think the concept behind being delusional is it works in real life, right? You want to get that dream car? Boom. Got it. You want to get X amount of money? Be delusional. I believe in myself to get in it. That works. It works. And sometimes the narrative that we tell ourselves is, man, maybe we can have this love. Maybe we can have all this. And I can give this girl everything I want. And I'm saying, sometimes as a guy, there's only one party that should be delusional. And it's usually not you. And I see this a lot because we go through heartbreak and we go through all these things and we don't know, like, this is the part that hurts the most. Guys, you know, this what hurts the most. It hurts the most because this was the dream scenario for you. All these letters and these presents, that was just an additive to your life. To her life. And you're like, man, I'm just going with the flow. Everything's happening at this and the third. And you're realizing, man, like, I got my dream girl. And you're fantasizing about that over and over. And it's like, I realize when you're going through these situations, guys, the girls are often daydreaming about their future, their dream wedding, about the people that's going to be there. They're dreaming about that. You don't have to dream about that. You can just be there, right? That's what a lot of guys that have successful relationships do. This is where their brainwave chemistry is at. A lot of guys understand that they don't have to flutter in that motion. They know they don't have to do the letters. They don't have to do the presents all the time. But they do these things, not in return for this. They do them because at the end of the day, they know, regardless of how this looks like, and this turns out to be, if she decides to leave me and go, I'm going back. I'm going too. That's the difference. A lot of guys don't check the understanding, like, man, all right, cool. Like, I have these thoughts. I want to be with this girl forever. They pour everything into that girl. And I'm realizing what a lot of guys I'm talking to is that, like, you guys are pouring too quick. And you guys are pouring a little bit too much. And the thing about it is, like, you have to find the right time to do these things. Because let's say if you're in a relationship and you're like, okay, this week 3, I'm going to pour you. I'm going to tell you I like you. And then week 4, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so unattracted to this guy. So everything that happened within 1 to 3 weeks is broken. This scenario is ruined. A lot of guys, that's what happens. It happens in month 3. It happens in month 6. It may happen in month 12. But the conscious guy is understanding that, like, hey, I got to cover that. I don't have to share the fact that I love you so much. I'm not gonna write you a letter all the time. But all those times where I feel like the letter is gonna be meaning more to you than me saying these words, I would do that because you're probably gonna get this only one time in the next 3 years. And I'm trying to say is, like, this guy is gonna be able to say, hey, we often have these two thoughts in our minds. We want to be delusional, but we have to be present. You have to be present in order to be able to have a fulfilling relationship, not with just with her, but also yourself. If you can't look at the two and be able to say, okay, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe I'm fantasizing about this dream relationship and this dream marriage so much that it's taking me out of my own reality of understanding that this possibly can happen. I think that's the one thing that a lot of guys don't want to even think about. What happens if she decides to leave? What happens if I decide to leave? Who do I become now? That's a real question. And I think guys you have to be more prepared. You have to be able to speak and think about these things because you don't have to think about it all the time. But just be aware of what the possibilities can happen, right? Because, yeah, the delusion can say, yeah, I can have this in my perfect girl. But the delusion part is just reminiscing and thinking about that all the time when you always miss what's in front of you in reality. This can block everything that you are missing. What do you mean, coach? This can block those red flags. I'm saying this for real. Like that delusion can block those red flags like that. Those talking points where she's just asking you questions to get information out you. Oh, my gosh, you will lose it so fast. Those things that she say about certain things, you will literally miss the lines that she's saying if she's revealing. It happens all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, girls. I don't really believe a lot of girls understand what they say most of the time. They just be in the moment, so they just say whatever. But I'm saying, in those moments, you have to be more aware than her. But most guys want to live here because they see this girl as their only option. They see this girl as a person that they want to be with for the rest of their life. And they miss all these things. They miss the red flags. And you sit here and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she just left me. Heartbroken. No, sir, you're not heartbroken. You broke your own heart. You took your heart, you dropped it, you stomped on it, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. That's what you did to it. So you can't go with her and be like, and blame her for breaking the dream and delusion that you have. No, you just wasn't living here. You were too much here missing all the signs, missing all the flags, and you are here being okay and not being okay with this. You are here. When you're here, you understand that this can be a reality, but also I'm here. So I'm going to do these things without me going crazy and pouring in too much, but just being aware that there's a possibility that she can leave me with me giving all of me to her. But I can always be okay with it. This guy knows who he is. And I'm trying to tell you guys, you have the ability to know who you are too by just catering to that. Catering to the fact that, like, okay, I could be losing. Okay, I really like this girl. I really love her. I'm like, I want to be with her. Okay, back to reality. It's one day at a day. One day at a time. That's how you got to play the game. It's now, right now. It's not future. You're not in a wedding venue. If you decide to go to Vegas right now you'll be at a wedding venue. You feel me? But if it's not right now, you should not be over there thinking about it. Just take your energy and say, what can I do today to have and enjoy this moment? This guy's always going to enjoy his moments with that girl, which lasts longer, because he's present. That's what I'm saying. Delusion will always hurt these relationships, as a guy especially, because we just think that's our everything. And once our everything is gone, we don't know what to do. And that's why you guys see us constantly picking one side or the other side and being like, man, these girls are this, that, and the third. It's just realizing that you are just living in the delusional land that the world told you to be in. They told you that the shows and the movies, they told you that that's how it is. You're going to win by being able to write these letters and give her all these presents, and money talks, until you're sitting in your room and just like, man, I don't have anybody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So just be on guard and be aware that you have to live more in the present than being delusional about the relationship. So guys, believe it or not, class is closed.